So check this out. You better get your weights ready because this is going to be heavy. You're about to get strong in your mental muscles. You're about to flex your mental muscles. So check this out. Today, I got like the hugest insight. Like it was so heavy. It just came around full circle for me. So this is if I guess I had to put a title on it, I guess I would say um letting go of attachment, right? Attachment. So I say that maybe not even letting go of attachment, but giving up the control. Giving up the control. Cause see, this is the thing. So yesterday I had, like I said, I was having like a just off, head up my butt, just off. And so I realized the reason that I was off was because I was trying to control stuff. Trying to, oh, what's gonna happen? Oh, I have all this stuff to do. I'm feeling overwhelmed, which overwhelm is cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's nothing wrong with feeling, but the thing for me was I was just sitting in it trying to control things, like just going down the rabbit hole of what's gonna happen in the future, right? What if I don't get this done? What if this happens? What if that? I mean, just all this overwhelm, just trying to control stuff that's just really beyond my control, right? So check this out. I was leaving one of my schools today, and then I read this quote, in my secret daily messages, and it was basically saying, that whatever you ask the universe for, it's gonna provide it for you. Like if you believe that the universe brings great things to you and you think positive, then those things will return to you. So it's almost like literally, as I say all the time, our thoughts become things. Yes. So yeah. So check this out. I go to my next school and I'm wrapping up and I'm about to leave. And so I start talking to this lady. We just talk about whatever's going on. But today I swear to you, like what she gave me, I mean, it was just like it was like what I needed. It was specifically what I needed, right? Like all of it. Everything that I needed to hear to be like, okay, yes, this is it. So I wrote down what she said. I said, wait a minute. I said, I hope you don't take this personal, but I said, you just gave me exactly what I needed, and I'm putting this in my vlog today because it was heavy. It was deep. So then she said this. She was like, first she said, be still and trust the process. So she said that because she was talking about experience, and she was like, sometimes we have these ideas and we just wanna control it, right? We just like we have all this stuff in our brain. It has to go this way. This I gotta control it. I gotta make sure that everything, all this goes the way that I want it to, the way that I want it to, you know. And so essentially, what she said was, you just gotta be still. Sometimes it's not about you making a move. Sometimes it's just you just go. It literally what it was like the flow. The flow of life. The only thing we can really do is just be still and be in the moment, right? That's the only thing that we have control of over, like, what's gonna happen moment to moment, right? And literally, if we have control over something, it's just us. It's about us. It's not necessarily the things outside of us that we try to control. We can't control other people. We can't control certain circumstances. We can just control us, and what we do, like attracts like. We call in things that we want. Eventually they start to manifest. Now, we got to put some actions in there, obviously, but we call in that stuff. And then the second thing she said, she's like, it's always going the way it's supposed to, right? And that goes back to, again, control. Trying to control it. I want it to go this way. I want it to go that way. It's going the way it's supposed to, right? Because this is the thing, and I was like, oh! I was like, this deep right here. She was like, yeah, so you may say, like, in your brain, this is what I want, but she says it's almost like an iceberg, right? So you have an iceberg. Now, it look like it's just a little bit, but underneath the surface, it could be something you're not even ready for. right? So that's why, as I always speak to, it's important that we do our work, right? That we focus on us as people, because essentially what it comes down to when we talk about life in general, yes, it's about connection and things like that, but essentially it's about us becoming the best versions of ourselves. Like, that's what this whole thing is about. And the more we grow as people, we call in the things that we really want. Like, they start to manifest, because like attracts like. It's just the way of the world, right? And so then I started thinking, I was like, it's just like attachments, right? Like, we attach on to certain things and attach attachments, but essentially, you just gotta go with the flow. Literally. That's what I said to myself. I said, there's nothing to control. There's nothing to control here. You can't say that I want things to go like a certain way, right? Because that's our way. But there may be a bigger plan. And then check this out. This is what else she said. She was like, a delay is not a denial in a sense, because she was like, if you get a no, like, let's say I want this job, right? Oh my gosh, I have to have this job. I got to get this job, right? And then you may get a no right now, but that don't mean it's a no later. It just means in this moment, maybe you're not ready for that opportunity. And that's okay. So essentially what it comes down to, we just have to trust the process. It is going to go the way it's gonna go. And so, I think for me it was like, okay, it kind of took the edge off that I was feeling, right? Because I was feeling all the overwhelm and trying to control stuff, and like, what if this happens, and what if this, and and I was just like, yeah, this is not serving me. Like, this is not serving me at all. So I guess I would challenge you, like, if you find yourself, in one of those states of where you're trying to control things outside of you, and you're feeling that funk, you're feeling that disconnection, like, go within, as I said yesterday, but realize that it's the process is going the way it's going, right? So as we grow and progress as people, and we're doing the work of ourselves, we're gonna call in the things that we want. If we're certain things, those things will be attracted to us. Like attracts like, right? And then the last part of this, hold tight. I was talking to my sure thing, and I said, I hope you know, but you brought it full circle for me. I said, this is heavy. I said, this heavy right here. So basically she was like, something to the effect of, she said, when you attach to things, you dying. Like, when you attach things, because essentially what it comes down to, when we attach to things, we are limiting our view, right? The only thing that we know right now is like, what feels right to me right now? Like, what feels good to me right now? This is what works for me right now. We don't know what the future holds. We don't know. Nobody knows. Things can change instantly. So literally, we have to be present, be in the moment, and just enjoy what we have right now. So I said to myself, you know what? That just brought that full circle to me in terms of the attachments. Just the attachments in general. Because I think attachments, they cause suffering. I think in the Buddhist in the Buddhist religion, they say that attachment is the root of suffering. And I'm really starting to believe that truly for myself. Like, it's like I know, but I'm starting to see that. Like, when I am attached to things, I completely suffer. Like, I see, like, I think yesterday I was attached, like, all the way, just off, completely unconscious, just straight down the rabbit hole, just gone. But, the thing is, we just got to be in the present moment, right? The only thing that we have control over is us. Right? That's it. It's just us. We can't control anything outside of us in a sense, except the only way that we can handle that is by what we do. By what we do as people. Trying to stretch, trying to grow. Because again, as we grow and progress, we're gonna call in those things that are meant for us. So that was my big takeaway today, is that attachments, we have to let go of the attachments, right? And just be present, be in the moment, because then the other thing is, we have this big plan about how we want things to go, but when we do that, we're limiting our scope and we're limiting our view, right? It could be something way greater than we have ever experienced. and we're holding on to this one thing. We looking at this one thing. I just want this car. I just want this car. Just this one. But it could be a Mercedes Benz down the street that's a better fit for us, right? So we have to just let go, in a sense. It's almost like we just have to let go, trust the process, and be in the flow, baby. Be in the flow, you know? I told myself, I said, you know what? Let that be right, 35, baby. What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. So, yeah, that was my big takeaway today. So, please subscribe. Please share. Because guess what, baby? It's all love. But it's the Dorky Jock signing off, baby. And let go, people. Let go and let it flow. Boom. But it's the Dorky Jock signing off, baby. And I'm out.